The Milky Way galaxy, our home in the vast expanse of space, is a mesmerizing spiral of stars, dust, and planets. But lurking at its heart is a secret that could change everything we know about the universe. A supermassive black hole with the mass of several million suns. It's a place where gravity is so strong not even light can escape its grasp. But what if this enigmatic black hole were at the very center of our galaxy? What would happen if Earth suddenly found itself at the heart of the Milky Way? Imagine you are an astronaut on a spacewalk when suddenly your instruments go haywire. You look up to see the familiar constellations of the Milky Way, but they are no longer in the night sky. Instead, you find yourself surrounded by the swirling arms of our galaxy. How did you get there, you might be wondering? Well, it turns out that the Milky Way has a secret, a massive black hole at its center that has been slowly pulling everything towards it, including our solar system. As you drift closer to the black hole, you can feel the gravitational pull becoming stronger and stronger. At first, it's just a gentle tug, but as you cross the event horizon, things get real. The gravitational force is now thousands, even millions times greater than the Earth's gravity. You are being pulled towards the singularity at the center of the black hole. There is no escape, but wait, don't panic yet. While Earth would indeed experience some pretty wild stuff if our galaxy's black hole were at its center, it's not all doom and gloom. So let's take a deep breath and explore what would really happen. The Milky Way galaxy is home to hundreds of billions of stars, gas and dust clouds, and other celestial objects. And at its center is a supermassive black hole with a mass of around 4 million suns. This massive black hole, known as Sagittarius star, is located roughly 26,700 light-years away from Earth. Its gravitational pull is what keeps our solar system, its orbit around the center of the galaxy. But what if this massive black hole were suddenly at the center of our solar system instead? First off, let's talk about gravity. Our solar system is like a big family with the sun as the head of the household and all the planets revolving around it like dutiful children. But with a black hole in the middle, that family dynamic would be turned upside down. You see, the gravitational pull of a black hole depends on its mass and how far away it is. The closer the better. With a black hole at the center of our solar system, we would experience a gravitational pull thousands, even millions times greater than the sun's gravity. Imagine trying to go about your daily life with a force like that pulling you down. It would be impossible. Not only that, but the planets would also be affected by this sudden change. They would no longer be able to maintain their orbits around the sun and would either be flung out into outer space or crash straight into it. The asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter would likely be completely obliterated, with asteroids either crashing into the inner planets or getting sucked into the black hole. If that wasn't enough, the material that falls into a black hole is known as accretion material. This material is what powers some of the most luminous objects in the universe, quasars. If our solar system suddenly had a black hole at its center, we would be in for a spectacular, albeit terrifying show as material from the sun and planets would start falling into it. But what about us humans? Could we survive this cosmic upheaval? The answer is probably not. In fact, we would likely be utterly crushed by the immense gravity of the black hole. Our bodies would be pulled apart and our very atoms would be broken down. But even if somehow we managed to survive the crushing gravity, we wouldn't be able to do anything about the radiation. Black holes are surrounded by a region of space known as the ergosphere. This region is highly distorted due to the intense gravity and gets filled with wild energy currents known as ergospheres. These currents can drag anything that enters them, including light, making it impossible to escape. Even if we managed to survive the journey through the ergosphere, we would eventually reach the event horizon. This is the point of no return for any object that crosses it. It cannot escape the black hole's gravitational pull and will inevitably be dragged towards the singularity at its center. And if that wasn't enough, we would also have to deal with the intense heat near a black hole. As material falls into it, it forms an accretion disk. This disk is incredibly hot, reaching temperatures of millions of degrees Celsius. We would be met with a wall of fire as we approach the black hole, making it impossible for us to get any closer. But what if we managed to survive all of this? What would we see as we approach the singularity? The singularity is a region at the center of a black hole where gravity and density become infinite. It's a place where the laws of physics as we know them break down. As we cross the event horizon and begin our descent into the singularity, we would see the accretion disk and the surrounding ergosphere. The intense gravity would make it difficult to move, but we would be able to see the swirling vortex of material as it fell into the black hole. The closer we got to the singularity, the faster time would seem to pass. We would watch as the accretion disk sped up, eventually reaching the point where it was moving faster than the speed of light. This is because as we approached the singularity, the gravitational pull became so strong that it distorted spacetime itself. At this point, there would be no turning back. We would continue our descent until we reached the singularity. And as we crossed the event horizon, we would be met with an intense burst of radiation. This would be the last thing we ever saw as our bodies were torn apart by the immense gravity and heat of the black hole. Now let's take a step back from all this destruction and consider a slightly different scenario. What if the black hole were located somewhere within our solar system, but not at the center? For example, let's say it were between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. If a black hole were placed here, it would definitely wreak havoc on our planet. The gravitational pull of the black hole would disrupt the Earth's orbit and could eventually pull it towards the Sun. This could cause some serious problems for us humans. We would likely face extreme climate change and possibly even extinction. But compared to the previous scenario, this would be a walk in the park. The Earth would still be able to maintain a stable orbit, unlike the planets in the previous scenario. However, the gravitational pull of the black hole would cause some major chaos in our solar system. Comets and asteroids would be flung towards Earth and other planets. And the orbits of the gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn would also be affected. This could throw our entire solar system into complete chaos. In conclusion, while it is fun to speculate about what would happen if our galaxy's black hole were at the center of our solar system, it's highly unlikely to happen anytime soon. The good news is that even if it did occur, the Earth would still exist. However, it would be hard to imagine what life would be like on our planet under these conditions. We would likely face extreme climate change, natural disasters, and an increased risk of extinction. But hey, if we manage to survive, we would have one heck of a view of a black hole up close and personal. Just kidding, we wouldn't be alive to see it. So rest assured, our black hole is safely tucked away in the center of our galaxy, keeping our solar system in check. For now, anyway, we can marvel at the beauty of the Milky Way knowing that we are just a tiny part of something truly magnificent. So keep looking up, star lovers, and remember that even though we may be small, we are part of something truly great. And who knows, maybe one day we will understand the mysteries of black holes even better. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts on what would happen if our galaxy's black hole were at the center of our solar system. We'd love to hear your ideas. Also, don't forget to check out our other videos, which explore the wonders of space and the universe. Until next time, keep looking up.